Hello, good morning. How are you? And how are you? It's another day in the workshop, which means another day of engraving and work on our SHAMSHIR scimitar. This is part 7. Thank you for joining me. Let's go. Let's get crack-a-lackin'. Well, first I'm gonna pause us to thank the people that are supporting us and entertaining you. It is the App Store chart-topping, monster-chopping, and boss-dropping game that is Raid Shadow Legends. If you haven't taken down the Demon Lord yet, crushed the Ice Golem, or ascended the Doom Tower, and now is your time! And all new, there is an amazing champion that you may recognize. It's Ninja! Have a look at how badass he is! He's got a katana, a bow and arrow, he controls both ice and fire! But Ninja's champion doesn't only look good, he's a beast in game, and he's awesome against pretty much any boss there is. He's only available until October 15th, so now is the best time to start playing Raid, especially because they've just released a whole host of clan features and improvements, and this month there's new champions to collect from fragments in the Doom Tower. So go click the link in the description below or scan the QR code on the screen. New players are going to get an epic hero, Chonuru, who's amazing in the Doom Tower, 200,000 silver, 1 experience boost, 1 energy refill, and the 1 ancient shard, so you can summon an awesome champion as soon as you get in game. And don't forget, you'll find extra rewards here in your inbox for the next 30 days. Check them out. Thank you, Raid. Let's get back to the video. The aim of the day is preparing our design for inlay. Turn the compressor on. Right now we've got a temporary air pipe coming down. We then go into 1 regulator and water trap, another filter, and another filter. That then goes into the GRS machine, hopefully supplying us with the all-important clean air that we need for this to run. Alrighty, done, onto this one. At the current moment in time, I'm working on some engraving, and Jamie has had a fantastic idea, which is to get started on stripping the paint on the Bernsdorfer power hammer. So, we're getting this needle scaler hooked up to our air lines, and Jamie's gonna have a crack at cleaning off all this paint. Time for the air!
Woo! It even has my initials on here, JP, so this machine was made for me. This is awesome. My arms are going to be knacking me in about half an hour.
Yeah, and the compressor's going to be running non-stop all day. It's already kicked on.
So I've been making quite a lot of progress with the power hammer. It's looking quite good. I actually really like the finish that it has on it. I think the colour's really interesting. It's got a really cool patina on it from all the different layers. It gives it a really cool look. I'm not sure if we should just keep it like this or we should paint it a colour. Right, I think we should go and see what Alec has been up to, because I haven't heard from him in hours. Alec? Yeah! What have you been up to?
I have been Engraving.
Why are you wearing shorts and not Steel 01 pants?
I'm wearing shorts because it's quite warm.
Which are now restocked?
Yes, the Steel 01s are restocked in all sorts of great sizes, and I have been engraving a very, very small little bit of surface area here. I'm now working on the little points of the engraving that I didn't open up earlier. I'm very tired, but it's going well. And in a few more days, I think I'll be able to put gold in. We cruised on through late into the night last night, and we got teeth pulled up in the background, and this guard is now ready for us to shove some gold in it. It's a rather acceptable Saturday, and I'm currently in swimming shorts and bare feet because I just took the dogs out to the beach. They had an amazing time, and I plan to go back to the beach, onto the boat, later tonight. So, swim shorts and barefoot engraving it is. We are going to try and find out, after all this work, will the gold actually stick in? Or will we hammer it down and it just falls out? Here's what we've got to work with. 0.5mm gold. This little bundle there, that is about $100 of gold. And this right here is millimeter gold in case we need something thicker. If it comes to it, and we need it to be thicker than 0.5mm, but not as thick as a millimeter, we have this. It's called a draw plate. And with it, you can thin down wire by pulling it through with these special wire pulling tongs. If I've done my job correctly though, which there's a very small chance of, we should be able to do it all with the millimeter wire. Let's get to it. I've had to rip the 0.5mm wire out here because it's not filling the channel. It's not wide enough, so we're going to shove a little bit of the 1mm wire in just for this little small few millimeter section, and then hopefully we'll be able to switch back to the thinner stuff. The easiest part of all the inlay is done. The perimeter is in. I guess I'm not going to the beach. My eyes hurt, my brain hurts, my butt hurts. This chair has started to turn into a chair of nails the longer I sit into it. We're at the halfway point, just about, with the gold inlay, and I have no idea if it's going well or if it's not, because the big risk with gold inlay is you put all the gold in, and then those teeth that I pulled up on the bottom to hold the gold in might be too high, we polish over the top and the steel pokes through. So we are really shooting in the dark here as a completely underexperienced person trying to do this job. I'm hoping that by the end of today, all of this gold will be in, we won't have run out of gold, and this is done. The gold is in! It's in. So right now you can't see any of the design in the gold because it's overflowed over the top of our engraving, which is good, it's what we want. We're gonna take this little pick, this pointy thing, and we're gonna scrape it over the gold surface, and this will burnish it in certain areas and help it stick together. I got a refresher in gold engraving from Wes Griffin of the Texas Engraving School, whom you should absolutely check out, and they have an online course on gold inlay and engraving. So a very big thank you is owed to Wes, as well as a huge thank you to just all the people over the years that helped me with this type of stuff. Years ago when I was working on the Viking sword, I had huge amounts of help from Lane Zulke. I of course took a stone setting course from Gabriel Owens of the Jewelry Institute. Pablo Cimadevilla helped me with jewelry stuff. There's tons of people that have been incredibly generous with their time and their knowledge to help allow me as a complete amateur to be able to get this far on this project. So massive thank yous to everybody that's helped me along this journey. We're gonna give this thing a good burnish over here, and then it is on to switching out our punching tool, which has been a little bit of bronze, to a hopefully quite sharp chisel. We're gonna chisel off the gold that's hanging over the surface. It'll hopefully get caught in this baking tray under there, so that at some point in time I either recycle it and earn a few quid, or I accidentally lose it. And then with it all chiseled off, we're going to be stoning the surface and hopefully revealing all that we've been working for over the last 2 weeks. Please be sure to go download Raid Shadow Legends down in the link below. Thank you to them for sponsoring this episode. And I'd love it if you go grab yourself a pair of our Steele's work trousers, because we are now shipping internationally for way less money. We got some awesome deals on shipping. They're going to the UK for as little as $6 shipping or something. It's wild. Check them out. Thank you all for watching. Bye-bye.